This is literally week 1, day 1 of my Wed Shred series. For episode 2 of my Wed Shred, episode 3, 4, 5, number 6, 7, 8 of Wed Shred, about episode 10, 11 Wed Shred, episode 13 of my Wed Shred series. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the final video or the final episode in my Wed Shred series. I am getting married this weekend. So if you've been following along, you will know this is it. Final episode, episode 15. We have done 15 weeks of Wed Shred and all of the things. If you haven't been following along, go back. You got 15 weeks to catch up on. So I'm going to do my final physique update. Literally, I've been waiting. It's literally 5:45 in the morning and I've been waiting for ages for the sun to go away so I can do this. But also again, I'm getting married this week. I don't have time to wait for the sun. So I'm gonna try and film it here and the light might be a little bit different, or I might just take it to another part of the room. It's wedding vibes. You gotta get it done. And the crazy thing is, I'm not even having a crazy wedding. Like, my wedding is so chill, but we have so much work to do to make sure that we can just switch off and enjoy the wedding. And then we've obviously got like wedding, christening, New Year, so many things. So it's just a big hustle vibe happening at the moment. But I'm gonna try and film this now and we'll see how she goes. Alright guys, so final physique update, final Wed Shred video. My final weight loss was, I think, about 2.5 kilos. So I started in the high 62s. I'm just sitting, like, hovering over 60 at the moment. Nutella's wandering around making noise. Final weight loss, 2.5 kilos, high 62s, down to the 60s. If you've been following along the whole time, you will know, obviously I wasn't aiming for a big weight loss goal and I actually pulled myself out of the deficit at about the halfway point and I've just been aiming to maintain, and I feel like I've been doing that really well. And honestly, I'll be so honest in this video, I didn't even really know what to talk about in this final video because I was just like, I feel like we've done everything. First of all, like, we've done full day of eating twice. We've done grocery shopping, we've done workouts, I think we've done twice for the workouts. Made Nutella protein balls, we've made Christmas food, Christmas baking, we've done assessing calories, changing calories, we've done goal setting, like, we've done so many things, day in the life, weekly blog. So I was like, final video, what the hell are we talking about? And I feel like it's almost summarizing everything I've said from day 1 of the Wed Shred. And even if you've been following me for longer than this and you listen to the podcast especially, I actually said on the podcast at the start of this year that I wasn't going to do a deficit at all this year. And then obviously Shaq and I decided to get married, as you casually do. And then I was just like, want to tighten things up, want to feel a bit better for the wedding. But again, it wasn't like I needed to lose a crazy amount of weight or anything. But yeah, that was never really my intention for the year. And we literally only decided to get married in like May. Again, as you do after 10 years together. I just feel like I don't have crazy body comp goals or like want to make crazy body comp changes. I'm actually very happy with where my body comp is at, and I feel like I always have things I want to work on. Like, I constantly want to grow my legs. I literally feel like I'm just going to want to grow my legs for the rest of my life. I'm obsessed with training hammies, training quads, training glutes, and just growing. I love it. So like, I always want to work on that, but at the same time I'm not like, I really want to change my legs, or I really want to change anything, I really want to gain weight, I really want to lose weight. I feel like I'm a little bit over the body comp focus, and I feel like that's an awesome thing. But I just like love training, I love nutrition, and I love setting goals with those things, but I just don't have this massive drive to nitpick body comp. And even doing a Wed Shred was probably one thing, like, it's this small little thing, it's my fucking wedding, but it was like, it really kind of reiterated that to me, because I was like, if I'm ever gonna want to grind to like focus on a big body comp goal, it's gonna be for a wedding. And I just didn't have it there. I was like, yeah, I want to look great, I want to feel great, I want to eat great, I want to train great, all those things, but I'm not like, oh, I need a six-pack, or I need to lose that last little bit on my thigh or my arm or my back or whatever. Like, just that real next level like body comp, like I said, nitpicking. And it can be in a really positive way. Like, I help people do this every single day and I love it. It's so funny. And I can see when someone wants to do it from a really positive way and they're motivated and they're pumped, and it's like, okay, let's go. Again, this is literally what I do. But I think it can be done in a really positive way or a really negative way. I think you just have to know, like, if you're doing it positively or negatively. And I think you just have to also tap in and be like, do I actually just not have a crazy big body comp goal, and can that be okay? I feel like I'm coming into a bit of a new phase. I'm actually very excited for life after the wedding, and I've said this to Shaq, like obviously I'm excited for the wedding, but I'm a little bit just excited for some of the plans I have for December, January, February, personally and professionally. Like, I just feel like I'm kind of stepping into a new phase with that. I'm loving training legs. I just love going to gym, pushing heavy weights, pushing heavy sessions, getting after it, and love the feeling of just doing a heavy leg session, just being like, hell yeah, I just smashed that. So I've got some big training goals. I did like a goal setting episode a few weeks ago, but I'm so keen to get after those in the new year. And I'm actually very keen. This is so funny, and I'm going to do a podcast about this, and I might do some YouTube about it in the new year. I'm actually really keen to have a consistent period of tracking my food in Jan and Feb. And it's so funny because I always tell people to really consistently track when they have a fat loss goal. And for me, I'm not going to get into it too much today. I'm definitely going to do a podcast on it because there's a lot to say. But for me, I feel like when the goal is fat loss, I've done that so many times. I know what my days need to look like. I know what my meals need to look like. I actually don't spend a lot of time planning and weighing and tracking that. It's very easy, and I know it can be so hard for some people, so I don't touch on that lightly, or I don't mean any disrespect, but for me, it's very easy to implement a deficit and just get it done. When the goal is like maintenance, performance, maybe even a slight gaining phase I might go into, I feel like personally I need to track that a bit more consistently to really see where I'm at and navigate that. I think maintenance can look like so many things, and I spoke about this a few weeks ago, but for me, I haven't had a consistent period of tracking my food, especially at maintenance, for a really long time. And I'm actually really keen to do so in Jan and Feb and just see how my body responds. Like, just nail a certain intake, and I mean like nail, like weekends, meals out, everything. Like, and you definitely don't have to do this. I talk about this all the time. No right or wrong, like we can eat out, we can do all of the things, but for me personally, I actually just have a goal to really track a consistent maintenance intake and really see where my body's at, and see how like my training responds, my body responds, everything responds. I feel like there's always things you want to work on. Like, I've been sitting here saying all of this for Wedge Shred, and now I'm already thinking about like Jan Feb. A lot of my goals this year were to be chilled and kind of find a sweet spot with chilling with those things while I did other things. And then even with the deficit, I'd say this is the most chilled deficit I've ever done. And I'm just feeling like a bit of a drive to knuckle down in Jan and Feb, but in a bit of a different way. Anytime I like knuckle down, it's been for fat loss. And I'm keen to like knuckle down in a bit of a maintenance / performance phase for Jan and Feb, and just see how I respond, how I go, where I'm at, etc. That is where I'm at. That is where my mindset is at. Obviously, I'm excited for my wedding as well. Okay, I had to move because Nutella went a little bit crazy, but I am definitely excited for the wedding. G and I did wedding makeup trial yesterday, which was so cool. So most of you guys know, G is my employee. She's also doing my makeup for the wedding, which is awesome. Okay, reveal time. Ready? Wait. Oh, it looks so good!
Hey, look.
Yeah, that's my birthday. Yes!
It actually looks so good.
So we trialed that yesterday and it was really cool. And I've also been getting a few things, picking up a few things for the wedding. I actually got the coolest thing. I'm gonna show you guys. Nutella's going off again. But I got this. There we go. So I got this from Eats by M. Most of you guys probably know her. She works in Eat Like Ruby. If you don't know, look up on Insta, Eats by M. This is apparently what the stars in the sky are going to be doing over the Sunshine Coast on the 16th of December, which is the wedding. So how cool. Like, it's just a printout. I don't know what they call it in the technical star world. But I thought that's such a cool gift. So Em got that sent to me and I was just like, that is so unique and awesome. Like I wouldn't have even known that that existed. And I just think that's such a cool present. So I've got that. That is awesome. I'm actually going to make a little bit of food right now. So I'm literally just meal prepping some like chicken and salad. Obviously that's not chicken, that's a salad. Chicken and salad stuff with my meals. So today is Wednesday. Wedding is not that day, but the next. All my family and everyone start coming on the Thursday. So I feel like I've got a week right now of nothing really on, nothing interrupted. And I'm literally just going to stick to my usual basic standard meals. I'm not someone who really experiences like bloating or anything major in that department, which is awesome, but I don't want to make any random changes to my diet and therefore possibly experience anything like that. Obviously the last thing I want is to feel like bloated or shitty at the wedding. So I feel like just a solid week of my usual standard meals. Don't change anything, just literally just like a week of ticking boxes before everyone gets here and we start like going out for tea and drinking and doing all of the things. I actually feel like I don't have much more to say, which is crazy because I feel like we've gone through so many things on the wedge shred, but now we are here and we're kind of like done, which is crazy. But thank you guys so much for following along. I honestly have no idea. I don't want to make any promises about like a wedding video or anything, but I'm sure at some point we'll put something on Instagram or YouTube or somewhere. So if you don't follow on Instagram, eat_like_Ruby. If you do not listen to the podcast, listen to this week's podcast because it is Shaq versus Rubes, who knows who better, because obviously we're getting married, but we're getting married on our 10-year anniversary. So we were like 10 years, we're gonna battle it out. We'll see who knows who better. The episode goes in so many directions. It is the most bizarre episode, but it's funny, it's a good time, and that'll come out on Thursday, and then we will get married on Saturday. So like I was saying, follow on Insta, eat_like_Ruby. I'm so keen to YouTube in 2024. I actually just love it. Let me know in the comments like what you want to see, what you love, what you want more of, workouts, days of eating, anything at all with nutrition and training or life or Nutella. He's always going to be in the background. But thank you guys so much for watching. Next time you see me, I will be a wife.